Hi, it's Katrin. Welcome to Yoga for Runners. Today we're doing a 20-minute slow flow, getting into the whole body and really working into our poses in a mindful and slow manner. So let's start by coming into a comfortable seated position. Rock back and forth, removing some of the flesh away from the sits bones. And then stack the shoulders over the hips. Roll the shoulder blades in towards one another. Allow the eyelids to gently close. Taking a moment here to settle into your breath, slowing everything down. Inhale into the belly, up into the chest and lungs. As you exhale, press all the air out of the lungs, knit the ribs together, press the air out of the belly. Draw the belly in towards the spine, pause at the bottom. Inhale, filling up through the belly, into the ribs, into the chest. Pause at the top. Exhale, press the air out of the lungs. Knit the ribs together, draw the belly in towards the spine. Pause at the bottom. Taking a few more rounds of breath. Just like that. Perhaps taking this time to set an intention for this practice today. One of my favorites is just the simple phrase, be here now. Right? Letting everything go that exists beyond the mat in this moment. Allowing yourself to be completely and fully present to this time. On an inhale, sweep the arms up overhead, look up at the sky. Exhale, bring the hands behind the back, interlace the fingers, press the knuckles down towards the mat and away from the body. Just opening up through the chest, seeing if you can press them even further away. Drop the chin towards the chest. Let the head start to hang heavy. Beautiful. Release that. Inhale, sweep the arms up overhead. Exhale, plant the hands in front of you. Press into the palms and round the spine. Let the gaze come up towards the belly button. Nice job. Inhale, back up through center. Sweep the arms up overhead. Exhale, interlace the hands at the low back. Press the knuckles out and away from the body. This time, maybe allowing the gaze to come up towards the sky. Continuously press the hands away from the body. Breathe in. Breathe out. Release. Inhale, arms sweep up overhead. Exhale, plant the palms, press into the palms, round the spine. Let the gaze come up towards the belly button. Beautiful. Let's do that one more time. Inhale, sweep up. Exhale, interlace the hands at the low back. Press the hands away. Look up. Exhale, release, sweep the arms up overhead. Plant the hands in front of you. Press into the palms. Relax the head, round the spine. Nice job. From here, just gently bring yourself into tabletop. Stack the shoulders right over the wrists. Stack the hips over the knees. Press gently into the tops of the feet to release a little bit of the pressure from the knees. And then from here, let's extend the left arm out in front of you. Reach the fingertips towards the top of the mat. Extend the right leg behind you. Toes face down. Draw the belly button in towards the spine, engaging through the core. Take a deep breath in and a full breath out. Inhale. Exhale, draw the elbow towards the knee. Hover here for just a moment. Inhale, extend. Exhale, elbow to knee. Inhale, extend. Exhale, elbow to knee. Nice job. Inhale, extend. And then plant the ball of the right foot onto the mat. Keep that left arm extending out in front of you, and then sweep that left arm up and around, seeing if you can find the right hip crease. Press into that right hand to lift out of the shoulders. Press the ball of the feet, or the right foot rather, into the mat, and the right heel towards the back of the mat. Nice. Let's release the bind, sweeping the arm up towards the ceiling, and then planting the hand into the mat. Press into the palms, shifting the chest towards the thighs just to get into a little bit of a calf stretch in that right leg. Beautiful. Bring the right knee back down to the mat. Inhale, extend the left arm long, and then send the left leg out. Point the left toes down towards the mat. Hug the belly button in towards the spine. Take a deep breath in. Full breath out. Inhale. Exhale. Hover the elbow in towards the knee. Hold here. Inhale. Extend. Exhale. Hover in. Inhale. Press out. Exhale. Draw in. Nice job. Inhale, extend. Plant the ball of the left foot onto the mat. Reach the heel towards the back of the mat. And then reach that right arm up and around, seeing if you can bring it in towards the left hip crease. Press into the left palm. Roll the shoulder blades in towards one another. Maybe send the gaze over the right shoulder. Keep pressing into the ball of the left foot, reaching the heel towards the back of the mat. Nice job. Re-extend the arm, and then bring that right hand down to the mat. Return the left knee down to the mat. Tuck the toes, press into the palms, lift the hips up and back. Downward facing dog. Taking a few breaths to settle into your down dog. Pressing into the palm, reaching the tailbone up and back. Drawing the chest in towards the thighs. Take an inhale. Exhale, let it out. Inhale, look between the hands. Take small steps forward, moving with intention. Coming all the way to the top of the mat, and then meet in a forward fold. Bend the knees deeply here to allow the chest to drape over the thighs, and then relax the crown of the head towards the mat. Take a few moments to settle into your forward fold, allowing the low back to open, maybe getting into the hamstrings a little bit. From here, inhale, find your flat back. Hands come to the shins, or maybe the fingertips grace the mat in front of you. Roll a little bit of weight into the balls of the feet, and then reach the tailbone out behind you. Roll the shoulder blades in towards one another. Draw the belly up towards the spine. Inhale. Exhale, release, forward fold. Tuck the chin into the chest, rise all the way up to stand. Sweep the arms over the head, breathe in. As you breathe out, find that forward fold again. Beautiful. Inhale, flat back. Exhale, plant the palms, step the feet back, coming into your plank pose. So just like in tabletop, you're stacking the shoulders over the wrists. Reach the heels towards the back of the mat to activate the muscles in the legs, and then draw the belly button up towards the spine. Press into the palms, creating a little bit more space through the chest. Breathe in. As you breathe out, bring the knees down to the mat. Slowly lower yourself all the way onto the belly. Inhale. Push up into your cobra, pressing into the palms, lifting up through the low back. And then as you exhale, return the forehead to the mat. Press into the palms, bend the knees, tuck the toes, lift the hips up and back. Downward facing dog. Take a full inhale and a long between the hands. Take small steps forward, coming all the way to the top of the mat. Once again, meet in that forward fold. Bend the knees deeply. Let the chest fall over the thighs. Let the crown of the head release towards the mat. Take a deep breath in. Let it go. Tuck the chin. Slowly rise all the way up to stand. Arms sweep up overhead. Exhale carries you right back into that forward fold. Flat back, inhale. Exhale, plant the palms, step the feet back into plank pose. Pausing here, take a deep breath in. Full breath out. Inhale. Exhale. Nice job. One more deep inhale. As you exhale, draw the knees down to the mat and tuck the toes. Hug the elbows in nice and tight as you lower yourself all the way to the belly. Inhale, use the strength of the low back to lift you up into your cobra. Exhale, tap the forehead to the mat. Bend into the knees, tuck the hips, tuck the toes, lift the hips. Pressing up and back into your downward facing dog. Deep breath in. Long breath out. Beautiful. From here, inhale, lift that right leg high. Bend the knee, open up the hip. Then press into that right palm, squaring the shoulders down to the mat while you've got the hips opening up. Maybe taking a couple of circles with the ankle here, especially as we're beginning a running routine. The ankles can be a little bit tight. So rolling out the ankles whenever you think of it is a great way to increase some flexibility and strength through that joint. Square the hips back to the mat, look between the hands, step the right foot forward, let the back foot spin flat. As you inhale, lift up into your warrior one. Take your hands down to your hips and then play around with your stance here, maybe shortening the stance or widening it until you can get to a point where you can square the hips to the front of the mat. Once you feel the hips square, rebend into that right knee. Tuck the tailbone in and under, right? So we're going from here to here. If the hips still feel like they're nice and squared, then the arms sweep up overhead. Relax the shoulders down the back. Find your breath. Inhale. Exhale. Press into that left foot to activate the muscles through the left leg. Keep the bend in the right knee. Inhale. As you exhale, bring the hands through heart center. Peel open into your warrior two. Taking up maybe a little bit more space on your mat here, sinking deeply into that right knee. Arms come out like a T. Gaze falls over the right fingertips. Tuck the tailbone, stack the shoulders over the hips. Sink a little lower into the right knee. Recall that intention that you set at the beginning of your practice. And breathe. Inhale, flip the front palm, reverse the warrior, sending the right arm up and over, feeling a nice stretch all the way through the right side of the body, letting the left arm start to reach down the left leg. Take a deep breath in. As you exhale, let the hands spin down to frame out the right foot. Come up onto the ball of the left foot, and then step the left foot forward, coming back into your forward fold. Bring the crown of the head towards the mat. Inhale. Exhale. Tuck the chin, rise all the way up to stand. Sweep the arms up overhead. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, find your flat back. Exhale, plant the palms, step the feet back, hold in plank. Use your breath here. Deep inhale. Full exhale. Inhale. Exhale. One more deep inhale. Exhale, draw the knees down, untuck the toes, hug the elbows in as you slowly lower all the way to the belly. Inhale, cobra. Exhale, belly and forehead return to the mat. Tuck the toes, press up and back, downward facing dog. This time lift the left leg high, bend the knee, open up the hip. Press into that left hand, keep the shoulders square to the mat, and then maybe taking a few circles with the left ankle. And switch directions. Beautiful. Square the hips back to the mat, look between the hands, step the left foot forward. Let the back foot spin flat. Inhale, you're coming into your warrior one, but starting with the hands on the hips again. And then playing around with the stance. So maybe stepping that right foot up or widening the stance until you can feel the hips squaring to the top of the mat. Once you're there, you're finding the bend in the left knee and then tuck the tailbone under, right? So from here to here. Keep the bend in the left knee, keep the tailbone tucked, then sweep the arms up overhead. Let the shoulders relax down the back. Take a deep breath in and a full breath out. From here, bring the hands together at heart center. Inhale. As you exhale, heel open, warrior two. Widen your stance. Maybe toe heel the left foot a little bit further up the mat. Stack the shoulders over the hips. Reach the arms out like a T. Gaze falls over the left fingertips. Turn to the intention. Return to the breath. Inhale, flip the front palm, reverse the warrior. Send the right hand down the back of the right leg. Reach the left arm up and over, feeling that stretch along the left side body. Taking one more deep breath in. As you exhale, spin the hands down to the mat. Come up onto the ball of the left foot, or the right foot rather. Press some of the weight into the left foot as you bring the right foot forward. Meeting in your forward fold, relaxing the crown of the head towards the mat. Coming back into the breath. Take the hands, interlace them at the low back, and then bring the arms up and over. Maybe stepping the feet to hips with distance for a little bit of a steadier stance. Keep sending the crown of the head towards the mat. And sway a bit from side to side here if that feels good. And come back through stillness. Release the bind. Bend deeply into the knees, allowing the chest to drape over the thighs, and then toe heel the feet back into touch. Release the crown of the head, tuck the chin into the chest, slowly rise all the way up to stand. Arms sweep up overhead, and hands come together at heart center. Draw the shoulder blades in towards one another. Press the palms into touch. Allow the gaze to gently drop towards the chest, or maybe you close your eyes. Taking a moment here to thank yourself for carving out this time, for creating this beautiful routine, this beautiful practice, for adding on to the practice of your running. Then draw your thumbs to your forehead, your third eye center. Namaste in its simplest form means the light in me sees and honors the light in you. We'll bow from the hips practice.